this is Marlene from the Buying Space channel. Tonight I'm entering a contest. The contest is being offered by TC. And I know a lot of my followers don't know who TC is, but I'm here to tell you that TC's channel is the TKR Video Central channel. And TKR, it's a K, is the Kirkham Report. And TC reviews albums, CDs, movies, media. And for the contest, you have to show different pieces of music and media that you like. The focus is on vinyl, but sadly, I'm one of those people that gave up my album collection, which I deeply regret. But I do have CDs still. So there's 10 requests or questions, and then there's a bonus item. So I'm going to start with the first one. It says, show an album that your own friends think is a complete turkey. Every time I mention this band and I say the, people say the what? This is Matt Johnson. Here's the album cover, which I used to have this album. But anyway, he is the only band member on here. He does all the vocals and all the music, and he dubs them over each other. So it's just all him. The next request is show an album you think would be great to play at Thanksgiving. And that would be Mr. Dave Brubeck. He's piano music. You want to play something kind of light. You want to play something kind of neutral because you have different people that like different types of music, and I think something like this is perfect for Thanksgiving. Also, my daughter and I met Dave Brubeck, and we have a story to tell, and that's a good thing to do around the table at Thanksgiving. We saw him at UNF. He was doing an anniversary tour, and we had seats in the upper left box in the very back. I didn't know the dressing rooms were up there. My daughter and I were sitting on this bench outside the stadium on the upper terrace, and here came Dave Brubeck, and his manager was like 5 feet behind him. And he was walking, and I nudged my daughter, and I'm like, that's Dave Brubeck. And she was sitting on my right, so she leaned forward to look from behind me, and she saw him. And she said, God, he's old. I turned beet red, and everyone around us, including Mr. Brubeck, laughed. Thank goodness there was nobody there that I had classes with. Now, the next request is show an artist or album that when you first bought it, you thought it would be a total turkey, but you ended up liking it. And I've got two. My daughter and I go to conventions, or used to go to conventions. Nobody's going to conventions now for gaming. And she liked this band. They were playing live there, and she just went gaga over them. And after a while, I started liking them too, because we saw them 2 or 3 times. And we bought 3 CDs. I've got 2 more somewhere. And the name of the band is The Cog is Dead. And they're steampunk. And I love their fan base too. The people that run around with them and their families. I mean, they're just really neat people. I haven't seen them in years, and particularly not this year in 2020. Okay, the next request is to show albums or CDs or media with food on it. Here is Andy Summers, XYZ, and I believe that's a fish. I don't know what kind of fish. If you know, say in the comments. And this is for you Rocky Horror fans. You can always have a side of meatloaf or with ham, or you can have a ham that is meatloaf or a meatloaf that is ham. But you know what I mean if you've seen Rocky Horror. And you can't have Thanksgiving dinner without the cranberries. The next request is to show your favorite sports-related song. I'm not really into sports heavily. I do enjoy discussing it somewhat, but I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So right now, things are kind of bad here. And I thought about showing Depeche Mode, Suffer Well, and in all the Depeche Mode CDs I don't have that song. So this is my favorite sports song this season, and I think this is appropriate for all who live in Jacksonville. Riders on the Storm by The Doors. Oh, and this is the other CD that I thought would be a turkey. And ended up loving it and playing this almost every time I got in the car to commute to college back in the day when we had CD players in our car. And this and Depeche Mode and The Cure and the Talking Heads and B-52s are kind of the stuff that I played. Oh, and Annie Lennox. The next request is to show an album by an artist you would love to invite to Thanksgiving. Well, we met also Melissa Crabtree at Riverside Arts Market, and she took a van and made it run on vegetable oil. So all of her friends and her would be most welcome at her table. But you got to invite family. So I want to have a big Thanksgiving one year, and I want to invite my cousin Terry and his family. Terry Mabe, he sings Elvis. And also my cousin Mark, who's playing in the background, his wife and sons. Oh, the CD's not in here because you're hearing it right now. See, the next request is, what's your all-time favorite Macy's Day Parade float? Well, the most favorite incident of the Macy's Day Parade that I ever had was when Barney went down, and Barney had to be disseminated. And if you talk to any parent that lived through the Barney years, who heard the I Love You Barney song 400 or 500 times, you will understand why anyone would love that incident. But anyway, Barney is not the favorite float around here. There was another series that my daughter got into at a little later age that I enjoyed. And it was Pokemon. And our favorite float is definitely Pikachu. The next request, we're getting near the end, I swear. What is the first Christmas song you play every year? I received these Christmas CDs from Adam at Record Crate as part of my Record Crate bonus point prize. And it's a really cute set, and it has a Scrooge movie with it. And it happens to have the Christmas song that we listen to the first and talk about the most. And we don't always listen to it from this artist, but this year we will, because this is nice and convenient. It's the Christmas song, and on this CD set, on CD 1, it's sung by Marvin Gaye. And the reason we love this song so much out of all the other Christmas songs is I'm slightly dyslexic. And one year, when I was singing Christmas songs, maybe when we were going out to look at Christmas lights, I sang, Jack Frost roasting on an open fire, chestnuts nipping at your nose. And then we both looked at each other and realized what I'd sung. So that's our family favorite. And the last request is, in this crazy year, absolutely agree with that one, TC. In 2020, what are you most thankful for? Well, it has to be, I am most thankful for being reunited with my uncle's family. My father and uncle have both passed away now. They were very close. And in the last year, I've become reacquainted with my uncle's family and have been attending birthday parties and baby showers, and I'm really loving it. Family means everything to me. And of course, I love my nuclear family too. But I also am really, really happy to be reunited with that branch of the family. And there's a bonus. TC wants to know what your favorite Thanksgiving turkey, which is one of her videos, which one you like the most. And my favorite is Gobble Gobble by Matthew West. And it's like a 1980s MTV style video with all these people dressed up in turkey costumes. And it's just really bizarre. And it's a real turkey. You can't deny it. But that's my entry, TC. I hope you like it. I hope you just don't want to, hurl when you listen to me. But, I'm crossing my fingers. Thank you.